The story of mankind has always been shaped by war, but never has humanity held the power to destroy itself so completely as it does today. Since the fires of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the nuclear shadow has haunted every generation. One bomb, one city, and in seconds, life turned to ash. For a time, the Cold War kept this balance of terror alive. The doctrine of mutually assured destruction was simple. If one side strikes, both sides perish. And so, ironically, the world found peace through fear. But the Cold War ended. Nations celebrated. And many believed the nuclear threat was behind us. They were wrong. In the 21st century, the nuclear arms race has returned with a vengeance. Russia boasts of its new hypersonic missile, the Sarmat, capable of carrying multiple warheads and striking any target on Earth in less than an hour. The United States maintains thousands of nuclear weapons on high alert, ready to be launched at a moment's notice. China, once a minor nuclear power, is now constructing fields of silos, aiming to rival the arsenals of both Washington and Moscow. But the danger does not end with the superpowers. North Korea, a small nation, has built an arsenal of missiles that can reach the United States. Iran, locked in conflict with Israel, pushes the limits of nuclear technology, raising fears of a new Middle Eastern arms race. And regional flashpoints, Taiwan, Ukraine, the Persian Gulf, burn with tensions that could ignite a global firestorm. The world is once again on edge. The Bulletin of Atomic Scientists, guardians of the symbolic Doomsday Clock, have placed the hands at 90 seconds to midnight, closer to apocalypse than at any time in history. What would it mean if the clock finally struck midnight? Imagine a single nuclear weapon detonating over a modern city. In the first seconds, millions are engulfed in fire. The heat is brighter than the sun. The shock wave shatters glass, crumbles concrete, and erases decades of human progress in a flash of light. Survivors stagger through streets filled with ash and screams. Hospitals collapse under the wounded. Communication networks fail. Governments crumble into confusion. And then, the world retaliates. One strike leads to another. Dozens of cities vanish in hours. But the greatest terror comes after the explosions. Soot and ash rise into the atmosphere, blocking the sun. The earth plunges into a nuclear winter. Temperatures drop, harvests fail. Billions face starvation. Civilization itself hangs by a thread, fighting not only the bombs but the long, cold silence that follows them. Who then survives? Some of the world's wealthiest have already prepared. Billionaires dig vast underground bunkers hidden beneath luxury compounds. With reinforced doors, filtered air, and supplies for decades, they imagine a world where they alone endure. But outside these secret fortresses, ordinary people are left unprotected. Mothers clutch their children. Communities seek shelter in subway tunnels, abandoned basements, or nothing at all. The nuclear age divides humanity not just by power, but by survival itself. And yet, this ending is not inevitable. Nuclear war is not destiny, it is choice. The weapons exist, but the decision to use them rests with human hands. Diplomacy, restraint, cooperation, these are the fragile barriers holding back the fire. But history reminds us miscalculation is easy. One error, one false alarm, one desperate leader could end the story of mankind. The prophets of old warned of days when fire would consume the earth, when nations would rise against nations, and when survival itself would hang in the balance. Today, those warnings echo louder than ever. This is the last hour. The question is not whether nuclear war is possible. The question is whether humanity has the wisdom to prevent it. For if we fail, our future will not end in glory, but in silence.